In this video, I'm going to show you some animations. So now that I've drawn my astronaut, let's do a little bit of animations. Before I do that, I realized I forgot in the last video, we kind of need to make a moonscape for this astronaut to walk on. So again, I'm going to grab my Apple Pencil or Logitech crayon, tap on the screen, going to grab that fill tool again that we used in the last video. I'm going to grab like maybe a lighter shade of gray, maybe in the middle there, and let's go ahead and let's make that moonscape. So I'm just going to start kind of off of the canvas here in the corner and go all the way down like this. Alright, so now I got some ground. You know, I could add a little bit more detail, maybe some craters and some shadows in here as well. Just make it, clean it up a little bit. Okay, I think we're ready. So let's do a little moonwalk here. So I'm going to select my astronaut. And oh, you can see a little bit of a problem, right? That astronaut is kind of going behind my moonscape. I want him to be on top of it. So if I select the astronaut, go to the paintbrush up here, and you can see under arrange, I have the option to move to back to front. So I'm just going to use that slider and move that astronaut to the front. And there we go. The astronaut is right there. Ready to go. So now I think we're ready to animate a moonwalk here. So with my finger, I'm going to tap on the astronaut, and this menu comes up. I'm going to select animate, and then I can add an action, and I'm going to do a path, and we're just going to that astronaut kind of jump across the screen like that. But I tell you what, I think that's a little bit too fast for kind of a moonwalk, so I can kind of slow it down. Maybe slow it down to like 6 seconds here, and we can see how that works. Alright, I think that's a little bit more realistic. And now at this point, if I wanted to, I can add some more, finishing details here. If I wanted to, I can get out my crayon or my Apple Pencil, and I can actually add some stars if I wanted to, and I can actually make those twinkle a little bit. So, here I have a star. So let's go into our animation options for this. How can we make that star twinkle? So if I go to animate, go to add another option, I think a blink would actually make kind of a nice, or maybe a pulse, either a blink or a pulse would make like a nice twinkle effect. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Let's go to our options. I tell you what, for the duration, I'm going to stretch that out to 6 seconds. That way it twinkles during the whole moonwalk. And then number of pulses here. I'm going to make that about 10. So the more we put in, the faster it'll blink. So let's see how that works. Okay, so you can see like the problem is that's going to be after the animation happens. So I want that pulse to kind of line up with the moonwalk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this menu here, and you can see that the star is selected, and I'm going to tap with build one, and that means those two animations are going to happen together. So yep, you can see how that works. Okay, now of course we can't just have one star, so I'm actually going to copy and paste several stars across my sky, just like that. And the cool thing is, when you copy and paste this, because I already set the animation to that first star, so that that animation will copy and post over with each and every star. There's my astronaut moonwalking with some twinkling stars in the background. All right, go ahead, have some fun.